are we supposed to price revamping and styling separately? Now, I'm here to clear up the biggest misconception in the Nigeria wig industry. Revamping and styling, are they separate services? Should they be charged separately? Now, hear me out. If you go to other countries that are actually rendering these services professionally, they are charged separately. Unfortunately, we live in a country where we poorly communicate. We don't read. We don't research. We learn a skill without researching about the skill. Why? Because when most of us started, we had to learn some things on YouTube and we ran with that, and over time went ahead to upgrade our skills without going to actually upgrade our knowledge on the services we are rendering. Truly, revamping and styling are two separate services which should stand on their own. Like I said, if you go to other countries like UK, US, people that render services, you see that people go and revamp their hair, and there's now an add-on. That means if I want to coil my hair, it is $25. I want to straighten my hair, it is $20. There are separate fees for the styling prices, because most of you don't know that styling is a tedious thing to do. I call it a labor work. It's just like you're doing mechanic and you are repairing a car. But it has to do with all your strength, especially when you're coiling a hair. You are not coiling maybe a Hollywood wave coil. If you don't have strength, you will cry. So that is why it is priced separately in all these different countries that I have called. Now, bringing it down to Nigeria, for you not to fall into confusion, term the service revamp and styling. Now, let's get into the meaning of what revamping means. So revamping means the art of restoration. That means to revamp your hair means I am going to launder your hair. I am going to treat your hair if it needs treatment or basic treatment, because there are different types of treatment. I hope you guys know that. I am going to steam the hair. I will detangle the wig, and so on and so forth. So styling is the beautification stage of that hair. Styling is the beautification stage of the hair. That's what makes that hair not Instagram worthy. That people are like, oh my God, I love the way you style hairs. And let me just tip this in. When it comes to a hair that has not, maybe a hair that you styled that has been worn over time, products have been applied over time, you see there is a difference when you are styling that hair as opposed to styling a new hair. Like a hair that, no product, you properly revamped that hair. You see the term, you need to understand the words. You revamped that hair. There is a difference when you are styling these both hairs. Now, styling on a hair that has a lot of products tends to drop, especially if you're adding curls. It doesn't last as long as on a hair that is clean. You're just applying products to the hair. It lasts longer. I just wanted to tip that in so you understand. I watched a video of a lady that sent her hair in for revamping and received it back. The hair was clean, but it was not styled. And she was like, what do you mean that you are revamping a hair and you're not styling it? You see, because of poor communication. It takes nothing from you to communicate that to your clients so they understand. Why? Because over time in Nigeria here, we've turned the word revamping to mean both styling and treatment and laundry. Yes, that's why your clients are confused. That's why they don't understand why you now want to do revamp and styling as separate services. So yes, revamping and styling are two separate services. Now, for you to bring it as one, you should term it revamp and styling service, so that your customers are not confused and you yourself are not confused. Revamp and styling service. Or if you're able to do a flyer, you write there, when you write hair revamp price list, you write, this includes styling, this includes so and so, all the services that it is going to include, write it there. So they don't tend to start asking you, are you charging separately for styling? So proper communication is one of the things we lack in this Nigeria wig industry. Proper communication, because we don't understand the service that we also render. Most of you guys learned on YouTube, most of you learned on TikTok and started up your business without understanding that there is the aspect of the skill, and there is the aspect of the business. You need to learn the business properly. There's the aspect of where you need to understand how to now properly structure your business. And there is the aspect where you're going to learn how to properly price your business. That's what a lot of us are failing to understand in this Nigerian industry. So yes, revamping and styling, they can stand on their own, but in Nigeria, let me tell you, it's gone. It's gone. The only thing that can stand on its own is styling. When people don't want to revamp the hair, they just want to style. That one is another topic or another day. I'm going to come to that. But you see this revamp and styling, they can stand on their own, but there should be proper communication. Don't leave your clients hanging. They're expecting to receive a certain thing, and then what they receive is not what they're expecting. The expectation, you see, even if the expectation is not communicated, you should be able to communicate to your clients. Revamping and styling are separate services that should stand alone, but in Nigeria, they can stand together, called revamp and styling. Okay? So if you want to understand more about this, you definitely want to be in my Wig Mastery Experience 101 class. We have the physical classes, we have the online classes. Trust me, this is a class that is power packed. We're not just teaching you skills over here, but teaching you the aspect of the business.